Here's what starting a Chinese red noodle bean in the house ended up looking like. Those are milk containers, and I did 2 rows. Just pushed a piece of the top that I had cut off, pushed that down in between, and put 4 beans in each row. Had 100% germination rate. So all 16 of these, look at them dance in the wind. So pretty. All 16 of them germinated. Just this one, even though it sprouted, decided it didn't want to be a bean. So we have 15 nice plants here, and they seem ready to be outside. I've left them out on the porch probably for 3 days, and they're not wilting or sad to be out here in the heat. So it's still reaching over 90 degrees Fahrenheit during the days, up into the low 100s. So I'm gonna go ahead and put these in the ground. You can start Chinese red noodle bean directly in the ground. You don't have to start it in the house. This was an experiment because I tried starting them in the ground when it was still about 115 degrees Fahrenheit every day, and it was just too much on them, and not a single one germinated. Or if it did, it must have fried up. I never saw them. So anyway, I'm gonna try these in the fall garden and see if I get a crop before winter comes in. I think we will. It's looking promising. My only concern actually is I've still let my chickens out, and they love to dig and scratch the ground wherever I work in the garden. So I'm a little nervous that when I plant these, the chicken's gonna come over and just dig it right back up again. But I'm gonna try, because I would love it if they could stay in the yard with me a little bit longer, until I keep them in their own yard and coop, after I get some more young seedlings out. I'm gonna have to keep them in their coop. It's a coop / yard, so I don't feel too bad about it. They're not stuck in a little building. And then I'm going to use the tomato cages where I just took out tomatoes and plant the beans in there, because this is a bean that wants to climb. So I'm going to go ahead and get started planting. Hi, girl. Did I dig a hole? You gotta come see it. Here's what that row of 4 looks like. I can get 2 in one cage. So I'm just pulling them apart. And put it in the ground. And here comes a bird. Because I disturbed the soil and you want to do that too, huh? I'll put this cage on and see if maybe they will leave these beans alone. Huh. I haven't. Did I scare you? What if I dig somewhere else? Come see. You're gonna peck my brand new plants, huh? This might be a failed project real quick. Well, this is day after, and I want to go out and see how the Red Noodle Bean transplant looks today. I know yesterday when I put chickens away, I did see that they did scratch up 2 of them, so I popped them back in the ground. I don't have a whole lot of hope when things get dug up and put back in that they'll take, but I just want to go see the the Red Noodle Beans. Starting with where chickens dug them up yesterday. So that does not look promising. And that one doesn't look very promising either. However, there were, I'm looking around and it looks like the rest of them are standing. There's that one. And then that one's looking fine. And its neighbor over here is looking fine. there. Over here, these two are doing well. Okay, I put some in another part of the garden. We'll check on those. That looks good. And down there, those two in that tomato cage look great. So for anyone counting, that's 10 out of the 15 transplants that worked well. A couple got dug out by the chickens, and I went ahead and put some seeds in the ground just now to sort of augment the loss. And yeah, that's one of the perils of letting the chickens run around at planting time is they do like to scratch things up. So when we have tender young plants in the ground, they're at risk of being dug up. So chickens are in their little home now, and I won't be letting them out for a while. It's always a little bittersweet because I do like having them run around the yard with me while I'm cleaning up, but when it comes to planting, they just really love to get into it, and then they're just taking plants out that you just put in. So yeah, I'm gonna keep on working the yard, cleaning it up, and planting more things. Happy gardening. Hope you're having a fun time planting your fall garden.